We have £3.3 million per year to spend on targeted youth services and need your help to think carefully about how we spend it. Not all of the children and young people in Bristol need services, so we need to decide where it would make the biggest difference. We want to aim our services at the children and young people who need a bit more support because they often miss out on opportunities that other young people get. They are more likely to be isolated, less healthy, less likely to attend school, and more likely to be victims of crime or young offenders. We propose to share the available money for services differently across the city, based on addressing inequality and focusing on areas where there isn't currently a lot of youth and play services. We've divided the map into 3 larger areas: North, East Central and South. The table shows you how we think we should divide the money available to each of these areas. North 16%, East Central 39%, South 45%. We want to provide different types of support. These are individual support, sexual health and drug and alcoholic support, employment, education and training support, and youth and play support. If the council or another organisation is concerned about a child or young person, then services will be required to work with them. Support will need to be focused on these young people before it is focused on others. Some young people need support to help them have healthy relationships or to know about the risks of drugs and alcohol. These young people will have the opportunity to talk to a worker individually if they or an adult think they are at risk of getting pregnant, getting into an unhealthy relationship, or starting to use drugs or alcohol. The young person would only see the worker around 8 times, but during these sessions they would talk through lots of things to help the young person. At the end of 2015, we knew that there were 259 young people in Bristol who were not in education, employment or training, and 594 young people that we did not know the status of. We need to confirm the status of these young people so that we can support them if they need it. The number of young people not in employment, education or training in Bristol is higher than the national average, so we will have to work hard to get more people the support they need to help them getting into employment, education or training. We currently support about 3,000 children and young people at any one time to access positive activities and play activities. For example, a service that runs outdoor activities from a local park. Children and young people who attend this have the opportunity to be active, but also learn new skills. The service would also give some of the more experienced children and young people extra responsibilities. We know that there are some groups of children and young people who can be more at risk than others. We will ask the organisations who are running activities to make them inclusive and available to children and young people with additional needs. Vulnerable groups might include disabled children and young people, hearing impaired children and young people, young carers, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, questioning, LGBTQ+, young people, children in care and care leavers, black and ethnic minority children and young people including refugees and asylum seekers, gypsy, Roma travelling young people, young offenders. We hope that the needs of children and young people from all groups can be met by attending one of the mainstream projects. If their needs cannot be met by the regular groups, they may need some more specific services. For example, there are currently some young carer sessions. We have to advertise youth and play services for children and young people. We currently do this on the websites Rife and Go Places to Play. Adults working with children and young people have told us that they want to be able to access information online to help children and young people find projects or activities. One way we could do this is by continuing to have a website that advertises all the activities. Young people have told us that they access information via social media. And now we have told you what kind of services we think the money should be spent on. We want to hear your ideas on how we can meet the needs of children and young people across Bristol.